I'm going to be reading 3 poems by Patrick Lane. These poems by Patrick will be part of his new book of poems, his new book of posthumous poems, which I am just in the process of pulling together. And these haven't been published before. Hummingbirds. They say you can pluck them like jewels from the branches at night, if you can find them sleeping inside the shivery bamboo. How many nights I have tried and failed, full moon and crescent, the dark and the light. I have searched in the black bamboo and the gold, but who can find such a small heart? How thin the night, a mole's cry waking me. In dream, my ear was to the dark, an earthworm in his tunnel waiting. I feel my brittle bones and smile. I'm as fragile as winter grass. I think of leaping to the floor from my high bed and don't. Like my old cat, I climb down slowly, accept the smile of my woman who gives me coffee in the morning. She makes me want to remember when we moved naked in a summer far away. How sweet our laughter on the gray stones touching. And so the teacher set out on the road to discover suffering and gave his self up at last. Thinking won't get me there either. My work is always close at hand. The cat purrs and offers me her prey. A headless mole now rests on my palm, his fur the color of the moon. This next poem is called Otzi, after the name of the Iceman of the 3rd millennial BC. His desiccated body was found high in the Otzo Alps in Italy, and the poem is told through his perspective. Otzi. Wanting to be lost as he was when he was young, farther back, deep into the mountains, the creek without a name, taking him away so that he did not know whose hands, whose face was in the quiet pool where the grizzlies drank, their ancient paw prints deep in the earth. I have let go of what I am, he said, and smiled, the old master alive in him still. And perhaps he was right, hope an illusion too, and rose then into the evening, refusing direction, finally knowing where he wasn't. The grizzly road followed the water, the creek narrow, and he knew he was close to the spring, high in the yellow cedar, below the alpine, where the last meadows began. Above them, sere rock, the crevices where the snow waited, and he, walking without fear, into the last ice. And finally from Patrick, the sea is our home. Each house turns its back to the sea. No stairs built to climb to the front door. Each window is a widow's walk. Each boat, a man come home to rest.